going on? What's going on? Been a minute. Definitely just wanted to just put a couple takes. You know, the $2 trillion stimulus that the House and the Senate passed, signed by Trump, basically supposed to be economic relief, basically for the country, for the economy, for the population, the citizens, as well as certain industries, business industries and stuff like that. Basically, I think like maybe like 290 billion or 300 billion is going to the actual people, and everything else is basically getting divvied up by different types of industries in the business section. So that's pretty much what's going on with the stimulus. Now do my censors on reparation think the government can pay reparation? Yes, they can. If they had no questions asked, immediately um, written out a $2 trillion check, $2 trillion stimulus package for the countries to help themselves in an economic dire situations, it's possible they can pay for reparations of Black Americans. 100%. Um, this is also the $2 trillion stimulus package is not the first package. This is actually the third package. They probably in total already spent about maybe about $3-4 trillion already, and they're going to also there's works in the future, probably in a couple months, 6 months, whatever, in a 6 month span, they are going to do another package, another quote coronavirus emergency economics package. So the government, if it's if it's pushed, it can do pretty much anything what you want the government to do. Um, so just like I said, for us getting studies and all these other what they're asking for, totally unacceptable in my book. Um, like I said, I mean, that like I said, like the down ballot and all that. I'm not really going to go down ballot because there's nothing that I see that's beneficial to me. If you're talking about in a general form of just general sake of politics, I mean, yeah, you could vote for them, but that's not the reason why you do politics. You do politics to get you specific groups for tangibles for specific groups, and that's what most everybody kind of vote for, or they advocate for. There's no we as a people in the general senses of really trying to get what you need to get. You see all these businesses that what you saw what they went to get. You got businesses that several months ago, not even last year, was boasting about billions of dollars of revenue that they made to now asking for billions of dollars because now what they're stating that they're in an economic free fall. So, like I said, man, it don't matter if you are up here or you down here. You know what I'm saying? You are eligible to get your money, get your due, no matter what. If you don't get your dues, guess what? As a political choice of voting or of not voting, you can exercise that to punish those politicians. Certain, like I said, Trump is something that all America in a way don't want. Not all America, because he do have major fractions of support within the country. But like I said, if the country really want to make something right, like I said, it's got to be our tangible. It's got to be a black agenda, black first agenda going on. I don't even care if the pandemic is going on. As you know, pandemic is I think, almost over almost 700,000 now. 30,000 deaths globally. United States is almost at 2,000 deaths domestically, with over 100,000, over 110,000 cases, and still rising. Um, like I said, people was talking about Italy. Italy hit over 10,000 on the death toll, with a staggering almost about 100,000 as well cases that they got going on. The thing with going on, the reason why there's so much death in Italy is they have an elder population there. So It kind of goes hand in hand while their death rate is so high in Italy, and as well with the United States, it's just more of a free traveling of people. Uh, I'm just not really taking the precaution of really keeping themselves at a very safe distance from each other. Like I said, the first couple months you had American cities doing festivals and different types of gathering event. Really not even the spikes of the coronavirus epidemic or even the pandemic going on. So there's a lot of ignorance going on with definitely with poor hygiene and um basically almost of a malice of just spreading it intentionally is going on as well. That's why you got your cases. The cases are is so is increasingly staggering and going higher. But also around the world is also still going higher because you almost got 1 million cases. It's going to probably be 1 million cases before the end of next month, definitely. Like I said, the trajectory that they have in the global stand is at least about 10 to 20, maybe between 50 million to 25 million getting it. Also about 100,000 or maybe between 200,000 getting it of death to about maybe 1 million deaths. So, like I said, they got a couple trajectories. Like I said, that's already been forecasted. So this is a very serious situation. But would I put the black agenda second of the pandemic? No, I would not, because like I said, even during a pandemic or anything that's a crisis, that's a globally or even domestically, I would not put my people problem that has always been a crisis before the global crisis um, actually became prevalent. So it's always going to be a B1. I'm always going to have a B1 stance of everything I look at. There's always going to be racism, white supremacy in the midst of any crisis. So that's just what you're going to have to just take into account. Um, but I definitely want to uh, just talk a little bit more. Now I think about these states. Right now you got a lot of states um, doing imposing domesticated travel restrictions. You could almost say it's almost close to a travel ban on a state by state case. What you got Florida with that governor DeSantis. I think he's imposing a 14-day self isolation. I'm sorry for anybody that coming to Florida that's coming from the state of Louisiana and from New York. They got some New Jersey, Connecticut as well that they deem as hot zones or hot spots for the coronavirus. And they basically what they're doing. If you're going to Florida, especially coming out of Louisiana, Texas is also trying to impose the same restrictions from Louisiana as well. If they deem that you are coming from the state or Louisiana, you are bound to a 14-day basically quarantine isolation. That means basically they're going to test you immediately. They're also going to instruct you to be isolated from the rest of their public of their population. So to see if you are not the carrier or you're not affected or you're not really you're not the carrier of the virus or may not. But like I said, many states are now imposing these travel restrictions within their own state borders with each other. So it's basically that the case in the United States is very extremely serious to the point I think majority of states are going to start imposing travel restrictions from different people of these different hot zones, quote, as they listed it. So just to let you know, man, just gotta be very keen on what you're doing and what you're traveling, what making you travel. If you gotta travel for your job, I'm a truck driver, so I understand. That's the way the job is. But if you're just traveling for a base of leisure, then you're being very ignorant at this time. If you're trying to just travel just for the sake of traveling, of leisure, or just being boredom, you want to go places. So that's just really what it is with these states who are imposing these self travel bans almost on within each other, just trying to curb, slow down, or basically stop the spread, or and even stop the constant rise of the cases of coronavirus. So this is pretty much what's going on in the United States as well as going on in the global stance. Like I said, but I'll hit you guys up real soon with another video. And you guys stay safe, all right? One.